Hello everyone, it's me again, the Southern African World Bicycle Rider. Today I'm reporting to you from Bloemfontein, South Africa, in the Free State Stadium, the home of the Toyota Cheetahs. With me I've got an absolute rugby legend, front row man, Os du Randt. Os,
Wel man.
baie dankie vir 'n bietjie van jou tyd. Baie jammer, kan alles in Afrikaans doen, ek's baie jammer, maar
No
baie dankie vir jou tyd, Os. Just thanking Os for his a little bit of his time there. Os, I'd just like to start, my man. Question I always ask, rugby, it's your bread and butter. Give us your earliest memory of the game.
Yeah, I think, you know, going back years ago, my first rugby game, my father told me, he said, listen, you have to watch the ball. Don't let them kick the ball, when at the kickoff, and I was watching and looking for him, and just seeking him next to the field. And the next moment, as I watched back, they kicked the ball against my chest, So that's quite funny, especially in your early years.
Yes, brilliant, brilliant. The Cheetahs, it's the side you're with now. Give us the earliest memory of the Cheetahs.
Yeah, I had to go to the army, and I decided just to pitch up here at 1STB.
Yeah.
And I just started playing, and I think the first time I played against, nobody knew me. I don't think I knew anybody else, So
yes.
Just to play here, the great guy, the culture in Free State, where you become friends, and it's close by. You can while you're trying, you can organise quickly a braai, and afterwards go home, have a shower, and still attend to go to the braai and stuff. That's something that we've got that's special for us, where you can, it's close by.
Yes.
We're a close family.
Absolutely.
It's a small town environment, but still at least you get everything that you need.
Yes, lovely, lovely, Os. I've looked at a couple of statistics. The one I really like is the 2 times World Cup winner. And of course there's a handful of Australians. There's only 6 people who've won the World Cup twice. 5 of them are Australians, and you the only South African. What a wonderful achievement, What's that like? What does that mean to you? Is that the greatest highlight of your career, winning the World Cup twice?
Absolutely. It's almost like when I won the first one. I was a youngster. I didn't expect to be there. And I think almost the same with the second one. You didn't expect to be there.
Yes.
And suddenly be there. And after I made my comeback, I always said, I want to end with a big bang. And to be able to end it with the World Cup win, I think you can't ask for a bigger bang than winning the World Cup for the second time, So for me it was very special, especially in that late stage of my life, My kids, they understood the game at that stage, and they could follow it, So it's quite special when your close family really can enjoy it, and they can value that with you. So that was very special for me.
What a blessing, absolutely. Absolutely, what a blessing. I just wanted to touch on that. Well, what I'd also like to ask you, going from that, is just off the top of your head, who would be the greatest player of all time for you, or the person who influenced you the most in your career?
Yeah, I think it's difficult, I played with so many great guys, Andre Venter, Barassi, Naka, Elgard, great guys, great guys off the field, on the field, they gave everything. But I would probably say, I remember, sitting around the kitchen table on the farm, and we didn't have a TV or stuff like that, and my father would go through the game, and he'll try to teach me, the finer things of rugby, and I always said you don't have mercy for the opponents, because they're not going to have mercy. And I remember my mom started crying, and she said, "Yeah, you're going to make my son a murderer, and you're teaching him the wrong things, But at the end, when you look back, that's the kind of things that I played with. I mean, obviously, you had respect for the guys. You gave everything. You were almost like you went out and said, "Listen, can I write the guy off? And take him off the field. It's a personal challenge. It was something personal. And your dad would tell you that, around the kitchen table, with the stove blazing, and So yeah, that was quite special for me.
Absolutely. That's wonderful to hear that your father had such an impact on your rugby career. That's something special.
Yeah.
Os, I was in Brisbane Gold Coast, should I rather say. And I was going around the Queensland Reds with the first side to give me an autographed jersey, and I spent 25 days on the Gold Coast just pedaling around, sharing my story, and I raffled the jersey off. And I walked into an estate agent, and sure enough, there on the wall was a Bok jersey and a Cheetahs jersey. And so I inquired, and it was a chap called Chris Lowe, and I did a little snap interview with him, similar to this. We had a great laugh, and he said, "No, I must mention him to you guys when I arrive." He still says sometimes when the side is playing the Reds at Suncorp, he joins you for a round of golf and stuff. Do you remember him?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I played with him.
Yes.
He was my hooker, you know, just when I made a comeback. So yeah, you know, his nickname was Bomb. Bomb Low.
Classic.
So yeah, we spent quite a bit of time at Sanctuary Cove this year. We were Super 15, and I think we played about 3 or 4 golf games together, you know. So he's a great chap. He just can't play golf, but as it happens, you know, he's a great guy. So no, I enjoyed it immensely there.
Yeah, no, it was a classic meeting him, and they had a great time.
Sure.
I won't take too much more of your time, but what I do want to ask you is, yes, Super Rugby, yes, internationals. Is there another rugby union competition that you follow with interest? Maybe the Magnus Celtic League or the Guinness Premiership or the French Top 40. Which is the one you like to look at in your spare time?
Yeah, I don't really follow any rugby after I think, you know, it's difficult being involved with rugby for so long, and you know, in your spare time, I think for me it's important to break away from rugby, so otherwise you're fresh when you come back. And obviously, you know, when I do, I mean, I like watching the Heineken Cup.
Yes.
You know, you watch the games on a technical basis and see what they do in scrums. You know, what tricks do they have, or what they're trying to achieve. You know, so yeah, when you watch a game, you know, you're working actually. You know, it's not like it's leisure.
Yes.
You know, you look at them, you look at the game, and you see, you know, for example, Toulon last year, you know, they scrum, you know, with the setup, they used both locks on both knees, you know. So it's small little things that you pick up there, and you start thinking, well, why do they do that, you know? And so yeah, it triggers you, and it helps you to maybe help your own team, you know. And at the end, you know, I'm there to teach the guys and to help them to achieve their goals, you know. And for me, you know, I think that's the biggest reward.
Yeah. Last question. Super Rugby, it's definitely the business end. We got one more round robin match, and then we're into the finals. Give us a prediction. Who can you see winning it? Put you on the spot.
Yeah, I think Sharks got a good chance of winning the competition. I think the New Zealand sides, you know, Australia has been strong in the whole competition so far this year. Yeah, so it's going to be difficult. I think the Sharks, they definitely have a chance, but I think it will be tough for them, you know, especially coming out of this, you know, the incoming tours now, all the players, you know, to go on and have a great season, you know. So hopefully they can pull it through for us for South Africa. Yeah.
Last request, as I mentioned to you, the Reds have been the side that's helped me the most on my journey, and I got rid of the jersey for $2,500 Australian dollars I raised. Right. And then I reunited with the Reds in Durban recently when they played the Sharks, and they just gave me a nice media polo.
Oh, great stuff.
So what I've been doing is my interviews, I've been getting the guys to autograph after the interview. There I had Pierce Spies at the Bulls.
Yeah.
I had Franco van der Merwe at the Lions. And there was the conditioning coach at the Bulls too. Basically I just ask if you can have enough respect for the Reds to sign the shirt for me.
Anytime.
Oh, most grateful.
Anytime.
Let's put it up against me, and you can, There we go, Os.
There we go.
Appreciate it, my man. Os, thanks so much for that.
No worries.
Really enjoyed it, my man.
Pleasure.
Guys, I've now got the long haul down to the Stormers, 1,010 kilometers down to my next and 14th team, the Stormers. Until then, ciao for now.